And we're back. Okay, so it's been a long while since I've been back for just a Funko video, and there's some actual good reasons for that. I had a lot of family visiting and friends that haven't been able to come out to Maine since I've been here, so if you want to check out some of those videos, some of them did involve some Funkos and some hunting. Pretty much actually anywhere we go, they're always on the lookout. Check back on the channel, see if you can get some of those. But what we're going to do now is get caught up, because it's been a little bit and I've definitely been on some spending sprees and or some buying stints, had some good gifts. You'll get to see some of them as we go, but definitely had some good stuff. So what we're going to start with today, as we're getting caught up for like the last probably month and a half of Funko shopping, is we're actually going to start with a little bit of an exchange I did with my sister. So my sister Christy, who again, if you've seen the videos before, has visited a couple times and very much so likes Maine. She also very much so likes Funkos now, her and her husband Pat. So the infection is spreading and it's strong, the Funko virus. So they've hit that one pretty hard and pretty strong, and been collecting a little bit more now and getting into them and keeping an eye out for me when they're out shopping. So they're in Southern California, so there's a lot more availability for collectors and collectible shops and things like that. There's also Funko Hollywood is right there, which we may be getting a shipment from that pretty soon, maybe not. Let's check back and find out. But what we're doing now is I'm going to review a box of shipment that I got from my sister, that she collected for me and sent over, partially for my birthday and partially for just an exchange we're doing. I sent her a rather large box as well, and if we're able to, I'll get a video of her opening those and we'll be able to put that in another video so we can see how the exchange went. So for today, what she ended up sending me is she sent me a lot. We've got 9 or 10 depending upon how you look at them. We're going to go through them real quick, and then we'll just look up PPG value as well, since that's something that we do pretty consistently, and see how they go. So basically where we're going to start is she ended up grabbing me a couple of Stephen King actual Funko Pops. So that's what this one is. So this one is Stephen King. This is part of the Pop Icons. I don't know, they do have an author's line now, but I'm not sure if they have him in that one yet or if this was before that. This one I think was actually in 2019, so this may have been before they started doing that one. But again, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, huge horror fan, which this will fit right in the collection. Plus, I live in Maine and I work at the university where Stephen King graduated from. So I'm kind of a fan. So we got this one, which is really cool, and right on top of that, we have another Stephen King one, although this one's not Stephen King specific. This is from It Chapter 2. So this is the shopkeeper, which if you're not familiar, basically with the movie, it's a good movie. The second one's pretty good too. First one's really good, but what this is it does represent, in most of his movies, he did do cameos in pretty much, I want to say all of them, but I'm sure there's not all of them. There were some stints of a lot of TV movies and stuff that he had done as well, that I don't think he was in all of those, but for most of his movies he was definitely one of the early people to pioneer the cameos in a lot of his films. So that one's really cool. Then from there we kind of just went into some old school ones I've been looking for my collection. So a lot of these aren't necessarily going to be brand new, but they're ones that I'm looking for, and a lot of the things that I started collecting Funkos for were some creepy old movies and some horror movies. This one's not really either. Beetlejuice is just a fantastic freaking movie though. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton classic. I can't believe I didn't have this one already, honestly, and I'm pretty happy I am. So this one is a reproduction of the original one that came out, because this is, on the movie line, this is number 5, and as we go through some of these we have some really early numbered ones because they're pretty old school ones, but this one did come out in 2021, so this was a reprint of it, but I'm really happy to have that one along with Beetlejuice. And going in with some of the horror things, we have, bam, little Freddy Krueger. So this is number 2. Number 1 we do have in our collection right back down yonder, which is Jason Voorhees. So they started with the horror one, so of course that's also why me and Funko, we just kind of get along. But we have the original Freddy. This one again is came out in 2021, so this is a reprint of the original one, but glad to have it in my collection. I didn't get it originally. I have Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees of the original ones, but unfortunately I wasn't lucky enough to get some of the chases that they have for those, because those are now big bucks. Okay, now we're coming to a couple of slightly newer ones, but still in the same line. Alright, now we got an old school Ghostbusters one. So this is the Scary Ghost Librarian. This is a Funko limited edition, so I'm pretty sure it was a Funko shop exclusive that you had to get it from. My sister got this one at a collectible shop, I believe, in Southern California somewhere. But it came out 2019. I love Ghostbusters. That's definitely... I'll be getting to some of those other ones here in a minute that we do have of those, but awesome to have this one. And it's just really cool looking. You see it's kind of transparent, translucent down at the bottom. Yeah, it's nice. Then we're getting into one that I've started to collect a little bit ago, and I've been looking for the other ones, and my sister's helped out a lot, and that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Absolutely. And this one is Jumbo. So now with Jumbo, we're getting to almost all of them that we have. If you haven't seen this movie, it's completely and utterly terrifying. Definitely spawned or scarred me as a child. But absolutely love it. The Funkos look awesome. They don't even really look necessarily like Funko Pops, but they're very, very cool. Very detailed. So I'm a big fan of this bad boy as well. Then these other ones specifically, she wasn't at a collectible shop. She was actually at Universal Studios, I believe their lot, or kind of where you can go tour. And she grabbed 3 of them there for me. So if you aren't aware, my favorite superhero is Batman. So she grabbed a couple of these 80th year, so the 80-year anniversary pops that they put out. And if you don't know, what they also did was stop. So what they did for the 80-year celebration of Batman being out is they did a whole bunch of different comic book covers. Me and Terry actually went and grabbed some of those. I have some of those around, but this was one of the different covers that they had on there for that. And he's also just really cool. Basically, it's just a Batman, a vampire Batman, so I'm a big fan. With this one, also, we have the classic. This is the 1989 from Tim Burton. One of the first Batman movies, I guess the first Batman movie if you don't count the TV show. But awesome. I also just got something in that is also this in a little slightly heavier, more metallic form, so we'll be talking about that one in a little bit. But love this one, love that movie. Definitely helped shape my love of Batman, that and the animated series. Then the last one we got for this exchange from my sister. So, this one is Scooby-Doo. It's Pop Town, but it's Scooby-Doo with Haunted Village. So if you can see it there, you have the Haunted Village, and then you actually have Scooby. And this one's really cool because I do love Scooby-Doo, but I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of the Scooby-Doo Pops are pretty expensive, and they go pretty quickly, and they're very highly sought after. So when she was able to grab this one, I was really excited because this is the first and only Scooby-Doo Pop we currently have. Definitely look to get more of those, but overall, this one's really awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is we're just going to run through these Funkos, see if we have a PPG value on those, and see how my sister did at picking out some good random pops. So a big thing to remember with these, a lot of these, they are for my collection. I'm not as worried about reselling on some of them, but at the same time, if they come up good value, I'm not going to be too worried about that either. Okay, so Stephen King. Stephen King, he's sitting currently at $10. So again, pretty much as you're going to pay for him at the store, but at the same time, it does mean a good bit being where I am, living where I am, and all the things that I've grown up with. So I'm a very big fan of that one. Shopkeeper from It Too, $13. Right, Freddy Krueger, not the glow-in-the-dark chase, unfortunately, but Freddy Krueger #2 in the movie line, still $20. So definitely not bad. Alright, then we got Translucent Scary Library Ghost from Ghostbusters. Currently sitting at $10. It's also just really cool. It also says on here that only the cheapest ones that are on sale on the Whatnot app or the HobbyDB app are starting at $30 too. So the $10 may be a little skewed. I'm a big fan of that one for sure. Back to Beetlejuice, so #5 in the movie line. This one's sitting at $12 currently, so pretty awesome. Again, they had a glow-in-the-dark chase, which is valued a little higher, $260, which would be awesome too. Jumbo from Killer Clowns from Outer Space is sitting at $17, so that is an awesome one, and he still just creeps me out. Look at that thing, look at that face in there. Alright, Batman from 1989 movie, 80th anniversary, is sitting at $13, so really cool one. again, we might have something else coming up that kind of resembles that. And then Batman Red Rain, which is what this one's actually called, the vampire one, is sitting currently at $10. So not super valuable, but pretty freaking awesome. I mean, look at that. Look. Did you look at that? Look at that Batman. It's creepy as can be. Oof. All right, and the big one, so Scooby-Doo and the Haunted Mansion, the Pop Town, is sitting at $70. So good pick, Christy. Good pick. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. They're actually all very nice, and I'm very excited and very happy to get all those. So many of the horror ones are going to go right in the collection. Those are going to be in our display case up here with all the other horror ones. But yeah, we've got much more to come. So we've got a whole bunch more that I was able to snag at different various sites when they had some restocks and some different sales coming up. We've also went on some Funko hunting excursions with my buddy Cody and Vanessa in Salem, Massachusetts. So we did find some creepy ones in Massachusetts, in Salem, Massachusetts, actually, on Halloween. So definitely tune back in to see how those go, but they'll be pretty good and pretty creepy. But please, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out some of those other videos. They're vlogs, and there will be some of those that do have some of the Funko hunting in those. There's one where I was Funko hunting with my mom, and the car kind of exploded. That was great. But we're going to get to some of those Funkos here in just a bit, so yeah, please do. Otherwise, peace out.